I live in a van because why the fuck do I live in a van? So you might be asking where we are. This is a mausoleum, and this is just a really nice and quiet place to shoot. Why I live in a van is best answered by going to why do I even have a van in the first place? And that's because I asked myself, what is the best way to force myself to learn hardware? And so hardware is basically the opposite of software, where you need both to make something work. It's like robotics and stuff. What came to mind was, oh, a fucking van. And so I was like, yes, that makes so much sense. I'm gonna turn it into a livable smart home. And one of the major components of doing IoT, Internet of Things, or any sort of robot hardware stuff these days is based around home automation. So doing the livable smart van just made the most sense. I got an ambulance because of 3 reasons. 1 is because there's a high roof. 2, because there's the cabinets already built in. And 3, because I wear a utility belt every day, and you know, I thought, what better way to have an extension of yourself than to be accurate about it. $5,000. Every 10 years, an ambulance is retired, no matter what condition it is in. And so you may also be wondering, where'd I get an ambulance even? I got it at the ambulance store, which is actually a ambulance company down in Montebello, which is next to LA. So if anyone's interested in purchasing an ambulance, contact me and I will forward you the information. So I used to shower at the gym, or I used to also work at a co-working space, and they had a shower as well. So like most van lifers do, we have a 24-hour fitness membership because they have a lot of locations. And when I have to pee, I pee in a bottle, you know, this is how it is. I do plan on getting a toilet. Also, you know, I use public bathrooms. And basically where I park is places with minimal amount of street sweeping and no meters, obviously. I am not a paramedic. I was getting it from a friend's house.
I'm receiving mail there again.
The sirens still work. Different things, rice, and things were a lot easier since I was using a propane burner. Since I had moved, aside from PB&J sandwiches, I make salads where I can mix in a bag, or ants on a log was my latest thing that I've been eating. I would not trade it for the world. If someone was like, hey, I'll pay you free rent to move into my house, I'd be like, can I stay in your parking lot? Or like your carport? That's some shit right there, right? Like, I really wouldn't. I don't know, there's just this super homely feeling that I've never had before, except living in some sort of container. I'm sure everyone has heard or at least felt the sensation of like, I wish I was just in a bubble, or like the bubble boy, or like whatever. This is really feeling like you're in your own metal bubble, and you can float anywhere. And there's this real genuine sense of safety that I feel, and this sort of like, you know, the blanket fort feeling that we experienced as kids, and I get to experience it now. Downsized. There's a lot of things people don't need. There's a lot of shit you don't need. The ambulance. So being in the mobile home life for about a year and a half now, I would recommend first considering if it's real for you. Like, why do you want to do it? And also, there's some traits that I think you either have to already have or you'll pick up along the way, which is being resourceful, being okay with not having everything sort of for you. Yeah? I don't know, there's not much to it. You just gotta experience it and then get used to it. A certain feel about like, okay, when I leave my door, I'm like directly on the street and the sidewalk. Or it could be, you know, fucking national forest, park. So some future plans, as this is a livable smart home project. The first one I really want to do is for my cat, is a trap door where there's some sort of RFID tag or something where they can access in and out, and they have free roam to go wherever they please. And they usually stay around the vicinity, and I can whistle for them. So here's a video of me whistling. Good baby. As I was driving the ambulance, you know, the vanbulance, some people even call it the wambulance. That's fucking cool. I was just driving, I was like, what's your name? You know, I want to connect with the van. And something was coming up and I was like, and so eventually it came to Molena. And I was like, really? That's your name? Like Morena? Like Molena? And then it was like, okay, that feels right. And so being a Latin woman, it just made sense that it turned into Vanbulancia. And I know it's long, but fuck it, that's what it is. So I hope you really enjoyed just hearing the answers to these questions of this strange lifestyle that I and other people live. I love the lifestyle that it is, and I'll see you in the next one.